Tom.
Good evening. Okay, I believe we are at the bottom of the hour. Let's get this call underway. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Millionaires in Training, or the MIT call. This is a leadership call that we do each and every Monday to help develop the leadership core of ZJ International and, of course, our organization worldwide. If you're a guest on the line, special welcome to you. You may have some questions about company or the product. We do a specific call on that, particularly on the product, each and every Wednesday with our formulator, so you're certainly welcome to join us on that call. But this call is mainly focused on business and some of the skill sets and the habits, the disciplines that are required to reach the higher levels of prosperity within ZJ International. So welcome, everybody. I would like to just start off this call with a quick recap of the very first Life Unlimited Tour stop, which was, of course, Lexington, Kentucky, and Nashville, Tennessee this past weekend. And yes, if you were on Facebook, you would have seen we had a blockbuster turnout, upwards of 16, maybe even 1,700 people between the two events. And so it has kicked off a multi-city tour that'll continue from now all the way up to the holidays, setting us up for 2014. An exciting time for us, most certainly. There's a lot of growth happening in our company, and thus a lot of people advancing and creating prosperity in their businesses. And of course, that's what we want to talk about this evening. I think that's certainly common for everybody. It's not the most important thing in the world, but most certainly I think that if everybody could have a business that provided security, even permanent residual income, being debt-free, doing it from home, I think everybody would want that. ZJ International is a vehicle to create that. It's a vehicle to create it, built on the foundation of world-class products, a system that is duplicatable, easy to learn, more importantly, easy to teach, such that others can therefore go on to teach others and so on. And that's how we develop our teams and develop the leverage in our business. I was quite amazed because I was reflecting upon when I started my business back in 2007, how just from sharing these products and our business model with a few of my own friends, associates, people within my circle of influence here in Canada and a few friends in the U.S., as I was doing the presentation and training in both Lexington and Nashville, it occurred to me that here I am in two markets that I haven't really visited in at least 4 years. And here's 1,700 people at these events, none of whom I had any direct influence in bringing on board into the business, but all of whom were a part of my business as a result of a few action steps that I took some years ago within my own circle of influence. And that really tells the story. It paints the picture of what's possible in network distribution, person-to-person marketing, just through the process of leverage and through word-of-mouth advertising or word-of-mouth business building. You have a great product, a life-changing product. You have a system. You have a solid company with a solid foundation and a compensation structure. And through the process of duplication, through one person telling another, we can grow a business locally, nationally, and of course internationally. And so I think for all the people who are online tonight, for all of our business partners around the world, and of course our guests on the call tonight, the vision should be, or your personal vision should fit into the overall vision of CJ International. Whatever your own personal goals are, your personal dreams or aspirations, whatever your needs are, requirements, whatever it is that you want to achieve, can all fit into the grand vision of CJ International. You need only really know what it is that you want, whether it be a part-time income, a full-time income, or, yes, there's plenty of room for the financial independence type of income. The residual income that we get paid on a weekly basis, that for some at CJ International is bigger than what many people might earn in a year. Whatever your personal goals are, we have a path, we have a system, we have a training program that will help you achieve that. I think one of the basic concepts for all of us to really internalize and understand is the concept of leverage. A lot of people ask me the question, and I had this question this weekend in both Nashville and Lexington, of people trying to get their head around, trying to really grasp how it is possible to create a multiple four-figure or multiple five-figure, and for some even a six-figure monthly income without really having any sales skills or selling products per se. And I had to explain the basic concept of our business is about helping others create prosperity and success, and we get paid to do that. We get paid not only as we assist other people, but we get paid as the people that we assisted, as they assist people who assist people who assist people. In other words, we are getting paid on not a 40-hour work week on our own basic production or value in the marketplace, but we're getting paid on 40 hours, 100 hours, 1,000 hours, or even tens of thousands of hours each day of the collective productivity of an entire group, of an entire organization, whether that be local, national, or international, whether those people were sponsored or introduced by us or indirectly introduced through people that we introduced. And when people capture that, when they grasp that, when they really internalize it and see the power of leverage, that's when a person really captures the essence of network marketing or network distribution. And Jay Paul summed it up really well in his quote, "I'd rather earn from the productivity of 100 people's success than 1% of the productivity of 100 people's success, as opposed to 100% of my own personal productivity." Now, in the marketplace, in the real working world where I come from, and probably most everybody on the line, we're all used to working a job situation, even if it's a profession. There are a limited number of hours for which we are paid. Some of us have more valuable skills, or a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, or what have you, and we may get paid more for a 40-hour work week based on the value we're bringing to the marketplace. But the traditional model of earning a living doesn't give us any leverage to work with. And therefore, of course, we're always recreating our income each and every Monday. ZJ International, person-to-person marketing, or as we call it, network distribution, is a business model that gives us extreme leverage. It gives us the ability to do the work one time, introduce the product one time, introduce a new person to the business one time, and then get paid over and over and over again on the productivity of that introduction and everybody they subsequently introduce throughout their organization. And that is a powerful concept. And so when we hear about some of the big incomes or the major success stories, what you're really hearing are the results of people who have incorporated these basic concepts of leverage into their business, into their organization, and they have therefore created significant teams, hundreds of people or thousands of people that are placing an order and a reorder once a month for the ZJ International products over and over again in small amounts, creating the large volume which creates the significant check. So with that in mind, the question probably is, if you're new on the line, can I do this? I don't know anything about this type of business. I've never done a business like this, or maybe I've tried a business like this. I haven't had success in the past, or maybe there's some leaders on the line tonight or distributors who want to take their business to the next level. And I want to spend a few minutes on that, particularly in light of the fact that we are right now at the beginning stages of a massive cross-country, in fact cross-continent tour of cities in both provinces and states in Canada and the U.S., from east to west, north to south, all of which could be a launch pad or a launch point for every person's business on this line this evening, whether you live in that city or not. There are so many cities and so many markets, there are so many people that all of us, if we sat down and thought about it, know somebody in those cities or know people who know people in those cities, or have team members that are part of our organization who know people in each of those cities. And how does an organization grow? How do we develop a national organization? As simple as introducing new people or inviting people to come and take a look, to explore the possibilities, to see if there's something here for them. They show up at an event or they show up at a conference call just like this, and before you know it, you invite a few people and a few more people, and eventually, maybe sooner, maybe later, someone puts up their hand and says, I see it, the timing is perfect, this is exactly what I'm looking for. They come on board with your business, and all of a sudden, you've got a business that's growing locally, maybe nationally, or internationally, just because you took some basic fundamental steps. Now, tomorrow night, for those of you that know people in Canada, fourth largest city in North America, right here in Toronto, at the Sheraton by the airport, we've got another major event. And so if you know anybody, by all means, do invite them, send them to that event. I promise you this, they will likely be in your business immediately following that event. As we all know, if you're a distributor with ZJ International, at every one of these events, there's a special promotional code for the launch of the new products, in particular, the XM Burn. The XM Burn is our new highly enhanced weight loss product that's a part of several other products, but creates rapid, dramatic, high-impact results virtually for everybody that uses it. It was launched at the convention a couple of weeks ago, and just in these past couple of weeks, there's already some amazing testimonials, and this product is available at this point only at the stops, at the Life Unlimited Tour event stops. And so certainly you want to be there if you can, and have guests at every one of those events if you can. If you're new on the line or you're wondering, well, where are these events? If you go to One Team Worldwide, the person who invited you will direct you there. There is a list of all of the event stops across both Canada and the U.S. Starting this Thursday. Actually started last week, but continuing this Thursday all the way up to the Christmas holidays. So do take a look, find out if there's any event stops that are local to you or within proximity of people you know, and work with the person who invited you or your upline leadership to invite as many people as you can, to get as many people as you can exposed to ZJ International. All these event stops in these next 60 days are really just laying a foundation, building momentum, setting ourselves up for the launch in 2014. Now, 2014, with the company expanding internationally into a number of countries, including Europe, South America, a number of countries in Asia and Africa, promises to be a major year for Zija in terms of evolution and expansion. And anybody that's engaged as the company is expanding into these markets is sure to have people falling into their business, into their organization in these markets, whether they travel to these markets or not. And so it is a unique time in this company's evolution to be paying attention, to be fully engaged. We do conference calls like this every day of the week. There are webinars. There are a number of online tools and presentations. All sorts of tools that are a part of a system that will allow you to leverage time even if you're part-time in the business. One of the things that's a key in creating success, even if it's part-time, is managing time. What do we do with a part-time commitment? What do we do with a limited number of hours each week or each day to invest into our business, into our future, into our fortune? And the answer is very simple. All of our time should be invested in inviting people to view a presentation, to view a tool, listen to a tool, join a conference call, come to a presentation. If we invest all of our time in the invitation, then statistically, no matter what, there'll be a percentage of those invitations that will take root. There'll be a number of people that will come back to you, ask some additional questions, will want some additional information on the product or business or system, and you will direct them to the appropriate tool, do the appropriate follow-up with your sponsor or upline leader, and people will join your business. Network distribution is a very simple concept, and those who follow that path, those who do the basics over and over again, those who consistently teach those basics to their team members, follow through and support their team members to teach those basics and follow that pattern, ultimately can't help but have success. And so I would encourage everybody on the line, set your sail, set your goals. The new year is coming. We've got a couple of months. You can set yourself up for 2014 and beyond to have a business that can provide you everything that would give you security, time freedom, and the resources to enjoy it. So if you're new on the line tonight, what I invite you to do is get with the person who invited you, get your questions answered, find out a little bit more about Zija, the company, find out about our product line, see if there's one of these Life Unlimited Tour event stops in your neighborhood or in proximity to you. Join us, take a look, come take a look, explore the possibilities, and I promise you, 2014 could be an entirely new path to reaching whatever your dreams, goals, and aspirations are. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Millionaires in Training. Tomorrow night, we do have a business presentation call at 9:25 Eastern Standard Time. And on Wednesday evening this week, we also have a product-centered call with the formulator of the ZJ International products, Mr. Russ Bianchi. Once again, thank you for joining us. Have a great evening, everybody.